And this problem tells me to find the length of DE. DE is a side length. If it's a side length, I'm not going to use triangle sum theorem, because triangle sum theorem is with angles, and we're trying to solve for sides. How do I know it's a side? It's on the outside of the triangle. I'm not going to apply Pythagorean theorem, because Pythagorean theorem says I should have two sides of the triangle to get the third side. In this problem, they're giving me a side and an angle. Well, from this given angle, I can now label all the sides of the triangle. I have the opposite, I have the hypotenuse, and the last side is called the adjacent. Well, in this problem there is no opposite, so I'm going to cross off the sine function. I don't have the opposite here, so I can't use tangent, so I'm going to use cosine. Cosine of an angle is equal to adjacent over the hypotenuse. In class, the given angle is how much? 40 degrees, so let's write that. Cosine of 40 degrees equals, how much is my adjacent? That's x. Let's label in colors. I have x. And our hypotenuse? Now I need to solve for x. Well, I have a ratio or a fraction on this side, and I'm going to make this side a fraction by putting it over 1. Class, how do you solve proportions? Let's cross multiply. So I'm going to have 1 times x, or just x. Over here I'm going to have cosine 40 degrees times 7.6. When I grade your free response questions, I'm going to give you 2 points if you know which trig function we're going to use based off picture. If you have a correct calculator-ready equation, you're going to get 3 out of 4. It doesn't tell us where to round, but I do see a decimal here. I do see to the tenths, so that kind of is a clue to tell me to round to the tenths. So let's put in our calculators now. Yesterday we talked about using extra parentheses when you're using your calculator. So parentheses, cosine of 40. I'm going to make sure my calculator is in degree mode. And then I'm going to close my parentheses, and then I'm going to multiply it by 7.6. X is approximate. Remember, if you're rounding, you can use the approximate symbol. 5.8 centimeters. Let's label this one too. This is our calculator ready equation. Remember, that just means that I can put it into my calculator and should be able to get the same answer as yours. So to summarize, what did we do? Label the triangle. We set up our trig equation. Third, we had a calculator-ready equation. And then fourth, we have an answer.